Reverend Rob Lee. Bold, smart, and straight to the point. This is Tarot with an Attitude.
Well, good evening, everybody, and welcome to Tarot with an Attitude. I'm your host, the Reverend Rob Lee. Bangarang. Wow, I hope everybody's having a great Christmas season, a holiday season, Hanukkah, what's all the other ones, but just having joy in your heart and understanding and feeling love towards everybody and understanding everything. To that we say hello. I'm going to start here real quick. Our most gracious and loving Heavenly Father, the Divine Mother, that Spirit, the creator of the all, everything, we say thank you. Welcome in. Bring your angels close. Bring the guides in. Let my words not come through, but let yours, the guidance that is needed, your energy, your healing spirit, protect us all. Nothing is allowed in. It's not of the light of you, of source. In all that I ask it, so mote it be. All right, here we go. Wow, a lot of people already coming in. Glad to see it. Man, is everybody getting revved up for a new year? We are going to have an awesome new year coming up. Let's talk about the number real quick. This year was everything. You set everything into motion. It was the 9. It's that forward motion. Things are happening. Things are moving. Actions being taken. Next year is a 1. 2026, 4 and 6 make 10. 1 and 0. You can look at it as a 10 and say, oh, things are coming to an end. But that means something new is coming. In numerology, the 1 plus 0 means 1, the new beginning, and it all starts with you. This is what we've got to remember. Actions taken, things like this. This is the year that you can actually change things, put things over, and the energy of the year of 2026 is there to help you. Remember, Spirit is there to help you, guide you, and you are never, never alone. So we're going to say this. Hello, tribe. Hello, everybody. Man, things are going to get going. I'm seeing I've already got some questions popping in. So I'm going to get started. So here we go. Wendy, I'm really needing guidance today. I have complex PTSD and bipolar disorder. God love you. Understand completely. I'm currently experiencing a lot of stress from your living situation. What is the message my guides are giving me? First thing we're going to do, okay? I understand that stress, Wendy. So what I want the whole tribe to do, and you're in the right place, our tribe is a great healing tribe. We're going to bring that energy down from the heavens. We're going to call out to God and Spirit and the Mother, and I'm going to ask that the Archangel Raphael and his team head towards you for comfort, guidance, and healing. We're going to be bringing some energy to you, Wendy, and I want you to just take a deep breath, sit back, close your eyes, and feel this as we all bring the energy. And the Bible said, as above, so below. Bring it up from the earth, deep within the earth, down from heaven above, the heavens. Bring it in, let it radiate through you. But then finally, what we're going to do is we're going to let this healing light and energy go to Wendy. We're going to let her feel it. Wendy, you will start to feel vibration. You will start to feel love. You will start to feel a warmth come around you. That is the healing love and Raphael and his angels and God coming to you to say, we love you. We're here. You're never alone. Remember that. You're never alone. Let's take a look. I'm going to ask what the guides want, what Spirit's got to say about what's happening. I'm going to take your statement down just so I can make sure we can see the cards and everything else. So, Wendy, here we go. All right. Wendy is in need of some guidance, and we've all been there. We know that feeling of feeling lost, not knowing where to turn, where the stress just gets to us and we can't think straight. So we need that. Wendy, what you need is that calming spirit to come through you. And understand, if you need anything, reach out to me, tarotwithanattitude@gmail.com. Be glad to talk to you, okay? But let's see what's going on here. Let's do and find out, Spirit, what is it that Wendy needs to hear right now? From her guides, from the angels, from you yourself. Let's see what's going on. So the first card we get here, and I dropped it. All right. Bear with me, okay, is the 10 of Wands. So remember we talked about this year being the 10, okay? Look at the burden this guy's carrying. There are some things that you're trying to carry and you're laden down with, and it's time to put that burden down. It's time to lay something to rest, get some closure, or realize there are certain things that are not within your control. You can only deal with that of what's going on. What I'm really picking up here is family, and you're trying to keep everything together or do something. Ultimately, it comes down to you taking care of you first. All right. I know that's hard to tell a mother. I know that's hard to tell, especially somebody that cares or whatnot, about a family, about a relationship. But understand this, it's just like being on that airplane and those things pop down from the ceiling. They want you to put it on you first and then help the person next to you. Why? Because you can't help anybody if you go down. What Spirit is saying here, in your heart of hearts, there are some things you've been carrying, you've been struggling with, and it's time to let that burden go so you can get across the finish line. Some things are coming to an end, and that's okay. Sometimes things have to end. Wendy, I go from there and I get the moon. All right. The moon talks about you need answers, but we don't get all the answers. Okay. Would love for you to have all the answers. But what Spirit is telling you here, deep down in your heart, with your intuition, what needs to be let go of. Our mind and our heart are fighting each other. And maybe this time it's time to let the heart take a break and look at some things logically and say, I know this, and go with what you need. Your heart is telling you, Spirit is telling you, your intuition is strong. You know what's coming up, but we're letting the sea monster rise up and emotions take control, and they're keeping you from reaching your journey. Okay. Man, cutting things loose, cutting people loose out of our lives, it is not easy. Okay. But it's time for you to look at this. Things have changed. Change is coming. These are all, look at what we've got here. These last two cards are major arcana cards, and this is the Tower. It's time for things to change. You have to enact this change, and it's going to be hard. The Blasted Tower is what this is called. And what you need to understand, sometimes this change can seem like it's going to throw you for a loop. Breathe. Remember, you're never alone. Spirit's there. God's there. The angel's there. The mother is there. All one and the same, okay? And they're here to help you find a way. You just need to breathe deep, remember, be still, and listen to them and listen to what's going on. Finally, we have the Queen of Wands here, Wendy, that is saying you got to take care of you. That independence of that lynx that is there, the sunflowers, it'll come out. But the Queen of Wands is saying, it's back on you, and you take care of you. It's time to take care of your heart. Be caring toward yourself. Don't be so hard on yourself. Let these burdens go, and you will be able to just make the world your own. Right. Let me know what's going on. I always tell people I'd love to talk to you. Let me know if you need some help. In the links down below are how you can make an appointment. But if you can't afford it or do whatever, just at least reach out to me in an email. All right. I'll talk to you. We'll always help. Okay. This is what I do. All right. It's what we do. So don't struggle with anything alone. You've got people here, and this tribe that is here will help you immensely. Wow. Bangarang. All right. Glad you are here. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Julianne, here we go. Glad to see you. Happy New Year, Julianne. Hope everything's coming up and you're getting things set. Hello, everyone. I missed last week, but I'm back. She's back. We're glad. Okay. Now, would love a message for guidance right now. Please and thank you. Julianne, absolutely. Let's find out what's going on. Okay. Julianne, looking for a little guidance, a little direction. Aren't we all? Okay. Nothing wrong with understanding that at some point, if we take some time every day to ask for some guidance and ask for direction from the one who cares about us more than anybody else, all right, you'll find your walk through life a lot quicker, a lot easier, and you'll get that little spring in your step. Okay. So here we go. Let's find out what's going on. Julianne needs some guidance right now. Okay. Let's find out what's going on for Julianne. Spirit, what does Julianne need to know right now for some guidance? And what we've got here, wow, the Chariot. This is my favorite card. This is the Rev's favorite card in the deck, Julianne. Okay. And what this is saying is you have to stay focused, but you got to move forward. The Chariot is here. Notice we have this in this card. I love the beauty of this card, but on a lot of cards, we've got a black lion and a white lion and things like that. But they're two different animals. We have Our Lady on that's in the back, okay, steering towards the future. These animals are opposites. Look at them in color. And I want you to understand that things are trying to pull you in your mental world, in the real world. They're taking you off task. Your guidance is to remind you that sometimes we've got to pull in the reins. We've got to set some boundaries. See this up here? This is really coming down, like be careful who you're letting in your circle, okay? Or how much you're letting them affect your path. Remember, you are on this journey, okay? You get to do this and do it. You know, I know we're here to help other people, but it's also our life too. So if there's something you want to accomplish, something you're wanting to do, it's okay to tell some other people no. It's okay to tell people, you know what, I have this to take care of first. Let me get to where I'm going, and I'll be glad to help. So the Chariot talks about staying focused, staying on task to move forward to where you want to go. The Two of Coins, constantly juggling things in the real world, juggling between family, between friends, between work. We were just having that conversation, my wife and I and my aunt. We're having this conversation before about how much do you juggle? How much do you let people? The two is remembering you have a relationship with yourself. Look at what's close to you. Make sure you understand that in the real world, okay, we can't let everything emotional keep throwing us and we lose ourselves. All right. You have a relationship with yourself, your higher conscious, and have a relationship with spirit. You know, one of the guidance I'm getting here is Ace of Cups. Let love flow, let joy flow, let things find. And you will find out when you allow yourself to love yourself, to care for yourself, and to realize you're just as important as everybody else in your life. Okay. That's not something you hear very often, but you are. And once we allow that love to flow and we know we're on our own path, our own track, love flows even more. It comes through. God gives love through love. And that's one of the things to remember. He wants to pour his blessings out on you. The mother wants to just submerge you in new love, happiness, joy. All of this is here, but you have to stay on the track, and it's up to you to stay in that place to receive it. Finally, a lot of things coming to an end, this whole mental madness thing, let some things go. There's a cycle that's coming to an end in your head, something you've had has been analyzing the hell out of, been moving things forward or whatnot. You know what? It's coming to an end. Let that cycle end. It's okay because something new is coming. Wow. Bang right. Hope that means something there. Thank you very much. Wow. Okay. Some strong messages coming through here tonight, folks. Let's see. Guess I'm going to have to move this along. We got a lot stacking up here. And if I'm not careful, I'll not get to people. I see we got several people. Yadi, Jason, at Content, and Samantha, some all the way down to Michael. Guess what? I'll get you. I promise. Let me get there. Okay. I like to make sure everybody gets a good, decent reading. Yadi, glad you're here. Hey, Rev Rob, a little stressed out at work. Gotcha. Understand it. Toxic staff member Jackie and a major state audit is coming. Am I in jeopardy of losing my job? Please and thank you. Telling you right now, Spirit's telling me absolutely not. As long as you handle everything correctly. Don't let this other coworker get under your skin, okay? Don't let breathe step by step. One of the things I tell people all the time in dealing with stuff, I believe I had this conversation with somebody just the other day. When you get in a hurry and you get behind and you start trying to hurry and you start trying, that's when the mistakes come. What have I got to do? Set it out. Follow your path. Follow the guide of what you know, one step at a time. And everybody, I'm going to give you a secret to doing something very, very fast. In order to speed up, slow down. Okay? Think about it. Make each step count. Do it. Do it once, touch it once, and be done. But if you're trying to hurry and you're trying to move forward, you're going to find out that's where mistakes. You're going to misread something. You're going to miss something. Pages are going to stick together. You're not. So, Spirit, I'm going to ask right now. Yadi's worried about this job and this coworker. Is she in jeopardy of losing her job? No. If you noticed, Spirit spun it around for a little bit first. It's on you, okay? You can lose your job, but it's all depending on your actions, your power, your strength. You get grounded every day. When you get up, you ask God for patience, for Spirit. You ask God for guidance. Ask the mother for that tender, caring heart and to understand, to remove all these things. Ask Michael to come in and help you communicate throughout the day, and everything will be okay. If you let it get in your head and get you rattled, you could put yourself in jeopardy, but you're not. And that's what I need you to see. Okay? Breathe. Bangarang. All right. Let me see what, all of a sudden something just got covered up. All right, there it is. There we go. All right. Got to get clicked back over here and find out what's going on. Jason, there we go. Hi, Rev. What does my spirit guide want me to know for 2026? Wow, 2026, Jason. This is the our Jazz Angel Heart. I'm sorry, I was messing that name up. Okay. Y'all know when I do that, it's just me not seeing straight. Okay. So Jazz Angel Heart, here's what I need you to know. Okay. 2026 is the year for new beginnings. It's the year to make things happen. It's the year to create and start. Okay. So that's it. Don't drag a lot of old baggage into the new year. If it doesn't serve your higher good, let it go. Cut it loose, do what you got to do, and let it go. So Jazz Angel Heart is looking for some guidance for 2026. All right, here we go. Jazz. All right. Oop. Now, I want y'all to remember the words I just said, okay? If it doesn't serve your higher good, cut it loose. We have the 8 of Cups. If this is not supporting you emotionally, if there are people or things in your life that are not supporting you when you go into 2026, pick what you need, but then walk away from the rest. If it's not serving your higher good, your goals, your dreams of where you need to go, doesn't mean be selfish, okay? But we have people that hold us back, all right? And maybe it's time to cut that loose. There are some things. This is going to help you with your emotional, with your happiness, with your joy. There might even be some things that are angry or bitter. You might need to let some things go. We have the Queen of Cups here. This is talking about, notice how everything's cups. This is talking about your emotional state, your happiness, your joy. This is the year for you to sit down and say, I'm going to take care of me. I want you to fall back in love with yourself. I want you to remember the value you bring. And I want you to take care of you the way you take care of everybody else. This Queen of Cups is here to say, let things that no longer serve your emotional good, your happiness or joy go, and take care of what you know you need to be happy and to be joyful. In that, we have that blasted tower again. That's where you're going to see things change. Jazz, in 2026, you want to see some changes, you want some things to happen, it's going to be on you to cut some stuff loose and allow things to start over. Finally, we have the Knight of Swords. It's going to take focus. It's going to take a strategy. It's going to take plan. Here's what your spirit guides are trying to tell you. Let some things go. Take care of yourself. Know thyself. Healer, heal thyself. All right? Think about that. Okay? Things need to change. Some things are going to change whether we want them to or not. To self-love myself. Absolutely. Keep that in mind, and keep this night is always about moving forward. Keep that not only in your heart, but you have to remind your head. Okay? Wow. Bangerang. Let me know. Love to hear more about what's going on and see what's happening. Okay. Everybody, one of the things I do, there's some new people here tonight, and we're glad to have you here. Everybody, make sure you hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and at the end of this thing, share. At least one person. Share, share, share. Okay? But this is one of the things we do here is we just want people to help and be happy. Okay? But I want you to remind yourself, guess what? All things rely on you and spirit working together with action. Okay? Now, for some of y'all that are new, you hear me say bangerang. Get it from the movie Hook. What you put out is what you get back. What you get put out helps you refine your magic. We want you to refine your magic so you can claim your wings and you can fly. That's all we want. Okay? So keep that in mind. Let's find out. When I'm breaking away sometimes, when I've pulled off 4 or 5 cards, I put them back in different spots in the deck. Okay? So that way, if they come up again, I know Spirit wanted them up. If they come up together again, I know Spirit wanted them together for your message. So there we go. All right, content, here we go. May I ask, when will I get a new job? Let's go here. Now, I'll tell you right up front, I'm not the greatest on dates, so I'm going to bring something up, and my thing is my head remembering what a lot of these things are. I have some things that I use to help me with that. When am I going to get a new job? Have you done everything you need to do to get a new job? That is the key thing. All right, where to go? There we are, right here. Okay, so don't let anybody tell you you can't use a cheat sheet, especially as you get older or whatnot. Doesn't matter, okay? Just find the one you like, all right? So we're going to do this. All right. When will I get a new job? All right, I don't like doing future predictions, and here's why. Because we are in control of our own future and it's not assigned in fate. All right. So if you're doing something, things change or whatnot, things happen. We can change where we're going, where we're heading on a daily basis. But let's take a look. All right. So when I go here, Cups is talking about a couple months. All right, 2 of Cups, couple months, maybe into the summer, but it's looking like it's going to be a couple of months. If I go straight off by this and a sheet that I've made that I use from somebody else that has always worked out pretty good for me. So what I'm going to do here now is I am going to, one of my pendulums just came apart. Gillian, you have work to do. My wife fixes all my stuff. All right, here we go. Let's use this one. So I'm going to ask Spirit and the pendulum, since I'm using a new pendulum, will you work with me this evening? Yes. Okay. Are we correct in saying that Content is looking at getting a new job within the next couple of months? Okay. Again, started with the circle, but we're back to yes. If you've done your homework, done your thing, refresh your resume, done all of that, everything is lining up that you should be looking within the next month or two. Okay? So keep me posted, stay up with us, and let's find out what's going on. Okay? Woo, that's bright. I got to bring that back down. Wow. Banger. Okay. Let's see what's happening. Wow, we're getting right along. I love it. A lot of people in here tonight, a lot of questions coming. Makes my little heart happy. All right. Samantha Campos, good to see you. Welcome, welcome, welcome. All right. Let's find out what we've got here. Hi, I would like to know if someone will be coming to me in love. I broke up my friendship with my friend. He was awful as a person. He hurt me a lot. Okay. My first question to you, Samantha, and this is going to be most genuinely important. This is what God tells us. Okay. This is what Spirit tells us. This is one of the things we need to know. All right. Do you love yourself? And I don't mean do you like you? All right. Have you learned to be happy on your own? Okay. This is very, very important. And this isn't just me babbling. I'm really getting that this is what needs to be said. Okay. You broke up with somebody that wasn't treating you right. They were ugly, and that's the right thing to do. Okay. One of the things Spirit wants you to know is sometimes we bring people into our lives that don't belong there because the body, our wants, our desires, our codependency on somebody else for happiness drives us that I need to have somebody there, and somebody pays us a little attention, then they treat us bad, they use us for everything, and we're left sitting there wanting. Let Spirit bring them to you. The first thing you do is start making sure you're having conversations with Spirit daily. Understand this: come to find home and wellness and peace within your own life, within your own soul. Because one of the things we have to remember when we ask Spirit to bring us our soulmate, someone who loves us and treats us, we're asking for a special person. Spirit has an obligation to protect that person from us if we're not right for them, if we haven't gotten ourselves situated. So you got to make sure that you are capable of giving everything that you're asking for to yourself. And then as your happiness grows, the right people will come along and Spirit will walk somebody right into your life right there. So let's see what we need to know. All right. For Samantha, shuffling, let me bring this back up. All right. And let's go here. What does Samantha need to know about her love life right now? What's going to happen? Where do we go? Okay. So here we go with the cut. Boom, boom, boom. Samantha, wow, death card. This isn't bad news. Okay. A lot of people are like, what's going on? This is one of the best cards in this situation in the deck, believe it or not. All right. This is Gillian. Could you take Samantha's comment down, please? This is one of those things where you need to understand what Spirit is telling you is there are some things that have to go so something new and wonderful can come in. Okay. Sometimes, just like we're experiencing now, I don't know where you're at, Samantha, where you live in, what area of the world or the country or whatnot. But think about what's winter. It's when everything goes to sleep, it rests, trees shed their leaves, things like this, so something new can come in. That needs to happen, and it needs to happen with us as well. Spirit is saying on 13, with the death card, if we look here, there is somebody actually dead behind them. But a new spirit, a new world is coming. We can find a new soul. We can find a new life. We have to let some things go and set some things back in order to be able to do this. What you're going to see happen right now, Four of Swords, is you got to take a break. You're too wrapped up with it in your head, and you need to let it go. Just breathe for a while, okay? Enjoy being alone. Learn being without somebody, how to be happy with yourself, okay? Once you do that, then you can pick this up. But you're putting way too much emphasis on it, and that's kind of causing a problem. Doctors will tell people that are trying to get pregnant all the time, don't stress about it so much. You're causing problems. Same thing happens with love. When you're looking too hard, we either bring the wrong person in, or we miss something, or we look like we're desperate, and therefore the right person that's supposed to be there isn't there. We have the 10 of Cups. You will have the love of your life. Everything will come together, and you will get this beautiful picture in the end. when things are ready, when things are right. Okay. You'll have somebody that has the same goal, the same dreams, but you have to do it in the right way. So it's coming, but it may not be as soon as you want it to. Okay. But yes, breathe. Remember, life is there. Life is good. Learn to make sure you're enjoying it on your own, and then happiness and joy can come. All right. That's how my wife and I found each other. Neither of us were really looking because we had both learned to be happy within ourselves. And next thing you know, whoop, we're right there. Okay. We found each other. And that I really believe we found each other because our hearts and our spirits were in the right place. And spirit guided her and guided me to each other. And finally said, you're both ready. Here you go. All right. Wow. Bangering. Okay. Remember, everybody hit that like, hit that share button, and let's see what's going on. Michael Johnson, will me and Amber be in a romantic relationship and live together long term soon? You know what? I'm going to tell you straight up. Got no clue. All right. I can tell you yes. Anybody can tell you yes. You say the wrong thing, it could end it. All right. This is going to be up to you. Is that what you want? Is it what needs to be? This is what dating and courtship is about. And we've forgotten that. And a lot of people want that card. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a reading about what you need to know about being in a relationship with Amber. Okay. Let's do it that way. All right. And not, are we going to be together or whatnot? You might be, but it might only last a week. Okay. It might be one of those things. So I can tell you yes and everything because it's such a broad question. What does Michael Johnson need to know about being in a relationship with Amber? Here we go. All right. Let's find out. All right. Spirit, Michael's evidently madly in love with Amber, and I understand that. All right. And wants to know if he's getting anxious. But let's find out what the message is about him and Amber. All right. What do you want him to know? The first card, Page of Swords. All right. This is good. Let the passion flow. Let that young heart. But you need to study, move slow. Get focused. Make sure if that's what you want with Amber, you need to study and make sure she is the one you need with you by spending some time. Know the woods, know the layout. That Page is that young spirit, that passionate spirit, but make sure you're understanding it. Kind of like a child with a video game where you know every in and out of how to get through and to get to that end. If that's what you want, that's what Spirit's trying to tell you. Date her, take some time, get to know each other, know what's happening. And this is a good sign for you. Look, oh, pages galore. All right. So I see some great things, but our Page of Wands here, is this what you want in your heart? Then you got to, what are you doing to make it happen? This is going to be up to you. All right. Show passion, show interest in about her. I love a movie called Phenomenon with John Travolta, where he got a brain tumor and can do crazy things. There's a moral here, just a minute, not just me being a movie buff. All right. In there, towards the end, the lady, the love of his life, made chairs. They were the butt ugly chairs, and he would sneak by and buy all of her chairs, okay, and then tell her, oh, I sold the chairs. All right. At the end of the movie, make a long story short, another young man is having it out with his girlfriend and has done, they're not doing good. And the old man, Robert Duvall, the doc, looks at him and says, have you bought her chairs? And they're all like, wow, you're crazy. He's like, no. He's got a woman of his life sitting here with him every minute while he's dying, going through this. If you haven't seen the movie, y'all need to see the movie. Okay. Why? Because he showed interest in her. What made her heart happy, what made her heart sing. Not what it was about me or what we're going to do for each other. He was totally interested in making her happy. These pages here are saying you got to get passionate, Study her, know her, learn her likes and loves. Find your way through the woods of her heart. Find your way through the happiness, the joy, the things that make her sing where she'll only think about you. These are the problems. Don't try to juggle everything. If you juggle in relationships, stop it. You got to be all in. You cannot, okay, do this haphazardly. Focus, 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 and things will turn out for you just like you want them to. All right? Wow. Bangarang. Okay. Hope that made sense. All right? I hope that made sense. Let's see what's going on here. Melissa, can I please have a reading? I don't really have a question. That's okay. I love these types of readings. They're great. I'll just see what the cards bring me. Thank you and Happy New Year. Happy New Year's to you. I use spirit. I believe it's a direct conversation with spirit. It's not cards. The cards are inanimate objects, things like that. And that's, I said at the beginning, open my eyes and open my heart to what spirit wants me to see. But I use the cards to gives me a great picture of what things want. It's just like looking, where we draw inspiration from. I draw inspiration from the cards because I understand them, I know them, and I know what's going on. And I let spirit speak to me about what I'm seeing and to give me what I believe is the right direction and the right path. So that's what we're going to do. Okay. So let's see. Melissa needs to know, all right, what's going on. She just wants to know what's happening, where things are shaking, where things are falling out. What do you want Melissa to know? All right, here we go. What's something very important to tell Melissa right now? Let's see what's happening. Melissa, here we go. Okay. The world, whatever you're worried about, everything's going to be just fine. The world is yours. You have everything. If you're worried about something, stop. You have the information you need to make sure this topples over. If you could understand anything, you are in control. You are driving the bus, okay? You have the capability of making all of your dreams happen, of making everything come through. You have the power of all the suits that are in the deck, okay? The world card is yours, all right? To understand enlightenment, understanding, knowing. You haven't reached the end of the journey yet, but new journeys are coming. But you are very capable and have power and talent to understand that you've gone through some things. And what I'm really picking up here is you have great insight into some things. You need to use that and make sure you're strong with your intuition and your tie with spirit. What we have here is the 7 of Swords. Now, I feel like something might be sneaking around, whether it's someone, a bad thought, or something that's trying to keep you off track. All right. There's something that's, you have somebody that's jealous of you, or we've all had this where we're moving forward, but friends will actually, they're kind of jealous, so they hold us back. And that's what we've got here. And it's all up here, not for you, for them. This is a very upper head analytical thing. Look at your friends. Look at the people surround you. Are they the right people to help you get to where you go? And in today's world, one of the strongest things I tell people, look at the people you brought into your life. Are they the ones that God gave you, that the mother gave you to help you get to where you need to be? Or are we allowing people to come in and kind of glom on, and they keep holding us back? When we're really happy, is there's that one person in your life that, like, you're super happy, but they always seem to punch a hole in it? I'm really picking this up. You are power. You are strength, okay? You have the ability to achieve. Don't let somebody else hold you back, particularly what you're worried about they think of you, all right? It's not there. Man, this tower's coming up tonight. I'm telling you, next year is the year for change. This is going to be the year to make the differences, okay? This is going to be the year that things change and you're able to move on. I'm not a big believer in New Year's resolutions. I'm just not, okay? Sometimes they set us up for failure, okay? It's good to have a goal, but make the goal reasonable. But what I'm seeing here is time for a change. There's some ways you're thinking that and some changes with people in your life that needs to change. That's going to help you move forward. Look here, right? Again, we have two of the same cards coming up after I separated them in the deck, the moon. You know this. This is very important, Melissa. Your intuition is already talking to you. You need to listen to it. All right? Tell me I'm not wrong. All right? Or tell me I'm wrong. Either one. Okay? But your gut knows. Sit back. Listen. You got too much going on up here. Be at peace. Be calm. Whether you're talking to God, talking to spirit, meditating, just learn to be still. And the angels will speak, your guides will speak, the mother will speak, God will speak, the universe will speak, everything will come through. But you have to be quiet, listen to that intuition, and don't ever doubt yourself. Yep, a lot of drama going on with somebody else that you don't need to be a part of. That's the big thing, okay? So get rid of the drama, step away from it. Somebody might even be trying to pull you in. This is not where you need to be, okay? So check out that. Tell me what's going on. I'd love to hear more. Okay. tarotwithanatitude@gmail.com. You can drop me a line. Do me a favor when this is drop a note in here. Let me know what's happening, what's shaking, and what's going on. Okay. So now I'm going to separate these cards out again. And now recently I was doing something with people about tarot reading or whatnot. And you notice tonight, it's all different. I'm not using a set spread. I just pull cards, let the card talk to me, let spirit talk to me, and understand what I'm seeing, and then I go with it. Okay? So y'all are kind of seeing that tonight. No set number of cards or anything. All right? Cheese, cake, and kisses. Wow, that's cool. I have a question. Will the one I miss come back to me? No contacts in months. I miss him. You know what? Have you reached out? Have you said, hey, if you've done it and they're not coming back to you, don't throw your life away on somebody that's not paying you the time of day. Now, I'm going to tell you, I always tell people when this is the old Rev advice, therapeutic advice, counselor advice from my MSW days or whatnot. You may love this person and miss them dearly, but if they're not giving you the time of day, you need to know your worth. And when you understand that worth, you can walk on. The best thing I can say is another quote from scripture. Don't cast your pearls before swine. You're the pearl. Don't pass something up because we're so focused on this and this person hasn't even reached out. Have you reached out? Get an answer. This is what you need to do. Now, this is spirit talking, saying you need to take those steps. Is it possible for you to reach out and ask? Sometimes we don't out of fear because we don't want to hear no. We don't want the rejection. But it's time for you. If that's what you want, go get it. All right? And get an answer. But when you get the answer, accept the answer and move forward. So, I'm going to say this. Cheesecake and Kisses wants to know, okay, I'm already getting a no, if this person is coming back. Nope. Stop giving them the time of day. If somebody doesn't give you the time of day, move on. Okay, I'm reminded of Dusty and Twister. Loser, move on. You don't know what you missed. Okay, I'm a prize. Whether y'all believe it or not, I know I'm a gift. My wife's a gift. She knows she's a gift. All right. And that's what I'm saying. You've got to know who you are, know your value, and realize there is somebody out there that will pay you the respect and give you the love you're looking for. Wow. Bang on. Okay. Wow. I hope that made sense. Let me know. I'd love to hear. I always love feedback from what people are saying and what's going on. Okay. And let's see what's happening. Brandon, coming up here real quick. Let me pour some more coffee. All right. And Brandon, you are next up. Wow, I love it when everything's flowing like this. All right. So many. So, folks, if you're talking and chatting in there, and I haven't been in the Gillian's in there, but she's keeping everybody, keeping me functioning and moving so everybody gets answered. What's message does Spirit have for me this week? I love it. Brandon, let's find out. Spirit. Brandon wants to know what message does he need to hear this week? What is it? All right, here we go. Bring this back up. All right, we're going to do a little shuffle, do a little dance, make a little love, get down tonight. I'm dating myself there. I'm dating myself. KC and the Sunshine Band. There you go. And yes, I saw him live in concert. Okay, here we go. All right. What does Brandon need to know? Brandon's looking for some advice. What does Brandon need to know? I'm being told to really give these cards a shuffle here. So let's find out what's happening. Brandon, here we go. Your light card, the card off the top, Queen of Wands. There's something you're wanting to do, something you're wanting to accomplish, something very dear to your heart. This is about your will. We've seen this before. All right. You make sure you're staying independent, that you're not so dependent on other people, but you need to make sure, Brandon, that you are taking care of yourself, that you are the one in control of making your dreams come true. This is it. We have the independence. We have the growing of this massive sunflower, the queen, internal, loving, caring, nurturing. She's talking about loving and caring and nurturing yourself. You know, wow, my card again. Started to show with it. Looks like we're going to get close. Oh, more people coming in. Things are happening. All right. You have to stay focused. If there's something you want to accomplish, something you want to do, a place you want to be, a goal, you can't let things pull you off track. Okay. You keep control of the reins. You make those horses go the way you need them to go. Don't let somebody else pull you along and take you off track. We have the High Priestess. This is, to me, one of the most powerful cards in the deck. All right. 2, that relationship. All right. But this is about knowledge. This is about knowledge using that instinct that you've got and your intuition, but it's because of things you learn, things you know. Do not put aside, Brandon, information if you're trying to do something, but we don't like it, so we don't face it because we're hoping it's not true. You listen to that vibe, you listen to that gut, you listen to that. Sometimes that's not even just vibe, that's spirit telling you, dude, stay away. Let this go. It's not right. Okay. You need to understand that you're trying to get between these two pillars, get to this goal. So there's something you're trying to accomplish. You have the knowledge, you have the power, you have the intuition, but listen to it and make sure that you are, there we go. 6 of Swords. If something's not working, don't be afraid to let that go and move on. You set your sight mentally on this new horizon, these new pictures, these places you want to go, and go. All right. Wow. Bangarang. Okay. Here we go. Brandon, hope that helps. Let me know. We'll see what's going on. All right. What do we got here? All right. Looks like, is it Kaisered? Mingo. All right. Just 1 minute. We'll see what happens. All right. And then we have Hardick. Let's see what's going on. I can't read some of these names, so that's not your fault. That's my fault. Let's see what's shaking. So let's bring this up. Kaiser D. Mingo. Sure thing. What's Eric current thoughts, feelings, and intuitions toward me and our connection? I will tell you what you need to know about a relationship. I don't read people third party. It's rude and intrusive for me to tell you what he thinks or feels. Go find out. All right. Now, if you don't trust him to tell you the truth, there's your first red flag. Run. Okay. Just what I'm telling you. Okay. But I will tell you what you need to know about being in a relationship with Erica. Okay. So let's see what's going on. Erica and Kaiser Mingo. What does Kaiser need to know about being in a relationship with Erica? All right. Again, not being rude. That is something I'm very big on. I will not go in and tamper with somebody's thoughts without their permission, or no, it's just not fair. That's up for you to discover how they feel and what they feel, or what you think they feel, so you can move on and go start a life with them or without them. So this is going to be something very strong. Let's find out what you need to know. 9 of Cups. You know what? This is saying that if you do this right, things could very well work out and be a good situation for you. All right. But you need to explore it, find out. The 9 of Cups is about manifesting. It's about bringing things to life, but you've got to do it. It's not just going to come to you. So work at it, find out what's going on and see what's happening. This would be good news. The King of Swords, be smart. Okay. Don't just take anything for granted. When you're wooing this person, when you're dating, know what's going on with them. Take some time. All right. Go back to any movie with a king that you've watched. And the rash king, the one that dives in and goes after whatever he wants, or let's do this in a hurry, generally always fails. Something happens. Take your time. Come up with a plan. Look at this. Study it. Don't just use your heart. Look at this relationship with your head. See the flags if there are any. If they're not, make sure. Notice this king is not on a throne or on a horse. He is down on the ground getting grounded. And what I'm really picking up here is that's where you need to be with her. Don't come at it from a different position or anything else. You need to come at this relationship with complete and total wisdom. This is what needs to happen for this to work and to do well. 5 of Cups. One of the things I'm going to tell you right now, either you or she might be dragging baggage from an old relationship with you. Do not. If it's you, do not. Okay? Turn around, see the beauty that lies before you, and go after that and leave the nastiness behind. Grief, you'll never get rid of grief. If it's somebody you lost or something, but you have to come to terms with it, okay? Because life goes on. You can't spend your life looking at the bad thing that happened, not if you want something new and wonderful to come into its place, okay? Now, this also means for her, what I want you to do is find, right now, whether it's you or her that are dealing with an old relationship or some type of loss of something of some sort of that nature. Y'all need to discuss that. It needs to come into play, but it's not good to keep looking back. Okay. If you do, you'll never be completely in the present. All right. That's what we're looking at here. Finally, 10 of coins. This is looking very good. It's going to take some work, but very promising. In the real life, you're able to get there, you're able to achieve, build a home, do some things or whatnot. So this is a very good relationship, but you have to work and be the king, know what's happening, and follow your heart and your mind. Be patient, all right, and be smart. Wow, bang right. Okay, that's really cool. All right. Arctic Zawar, okay? I don't know if I'm saying that right either, but we will find out. Okay. Will I get an all India rank, top 50 in California final exam, January 2026? Okay. All India. Don't know what that means, rank, but top 50. And I'm saying CA final exam. I don't know if that's California. All right. I don't believe it is, but let's find out. Okay. And let's just ask. Okay. Spirit, Heart of Zikawar 3053 wants to know if they will get an all India rank, top 50 in CA Final exam, January 2026. Yes, if you put the work in, did everything you're supposed to do and do it right, you're highly intelligent. What I'm picking up, you know this inside and out. Don't overthink it. That's going to be the thing. It was very slow to move, so it had to look, which means there's some leeway for you to screw this up. But what I want you to understand is don't overthink it. Be confident, put the work in, and you're going to be fine. Okay? That's what I'm getting. Wow. Bang right. Awesome. Cool, cool, cool. All right. Here we go. Viddy V. What should I know about myself or general situation? Viddy, I love the question. Because despite what we think, we never know everything we need to know about ourselves. Especially not until you get older. And even then, sometimes you look back and say, wow, wish I could have changed that. Wish I could have reacted differently to that. So let's find out. Viddy V wants to know what she needs to know about herself or her general situation. Great question. Let's take a look and find out, shall we? All right, here we go. And I think this one might be it unless somebody pops in at the last minute. Here we go. Viddy V. Boom. Wow. Take the plunge. Don't be afraid. If there's something new you're wanting to try, some trip you're fixing to go, this is pure of heart. Trust yourself and take the leap. That makes any sense. Spirit is saying, you got this. Don't care. Notice our fool here is what they call him. All right. But he's fixing to trust and take a walk off a path. All right. That he knows nothing about. All right. Don't know where he's going, but he's only taking minimal stuff with him. Don't go into the new year carrying a bunch of baggage. All right. Do not. Let it go. Come to terms with it. File it away, however you need to deal with it. And don't let fear keep you from moving forward. The alligator is here to remind you things change. It runs at scales, different things like that. It all changes. But most people see this and they don't run right up to it and give it a kiss. All right. They look at it and say, whoa, fear. Don't let fear keep you from moving forward. Fear. AA terms, false evidence appearing real. All right. Don't let something stop you because you don't know. All right. In the real world terms, F everything and run. Sometimes we have fear for a reason. We should be afraid. Okay. But if you're afraid of it, find out why you're afraid of it. Is it an unreasonable fear or no, this could happen? Then are you prepped for it? Are you ready for it? Go ahead and make your move. All right. But you cannot let fear keep you from moving ahead. This is very important for you in whatever this is or whatever you've got going on. Okay. You are in this situation where you are fixing to take a trip, take a plunge, try something new. Try it. Okay. It's going to be very important. You know what? 3 of Wands, be patient. Once you get started, you're going to have to exercise patience. You're taking action. You're moving things along. Things are going to be created. Things are going to happen. You're going to be doing it. But once you take these steps, you move forward, you do everything you know you're supposed to do, be patient. Let Spirit do its work. If you've done the right action, allow the boats to come in. First, you might have to send the boats out, but then be patient. Let things come in for you. Let Spirit talk to you. Everything's going to be good. You're going to be happy. If you follow these steps, I'm talking about you, and don't let fear dominate whatever's going on, you're going to be able to change some things around and get that happy Hollywood ending, as my wife likes to call it. We've got the Page of Swords. Whatever this is take time, study, know what's going on. If you're moving forward in a job, if you're moving forward, know everything. Don't just blindly jump, but know. But at that point, once you have the majors covered, don't worry about every little thing. Okay. That's when you do jump. Okay. But don't let fear of failure. Everybody's failed at something. Okay. We've all failed. Guess what? It makes for a great story when you're older. Okay. Really does. when you're telling your grandkids about the time you were jumping around with their dad and you fell out of a tree and broke your ribs. Yep, that's me. Okay. At 40 something years old. Okay. They make great stories later. Okay. Everybody gets bored talking about, oh, I won. Well, let me tell you how I wrecked and broke my nose. Okay. Those are great stories. Move. That's life. Scars tell a story. Okay. Do not be afraid. Finally, we have here judgment. You want to move ahead? You want things to happen? We have 20. This is the relationship with you and yourself. And there are things you've got to understand that you need to let go of and look at in a different capacity. So you can notice we have somebody here. Please don't go. The old us wants us not, it's comfortable here, but to take on new train of thought, to try new things and to not be scared. That's when we can start seeing things from a whole new perspective, and things will come out and you'll be able to become that new and wonderful person that you're looking at being. All right. Wow. Bangarang. So, wow, so many people, so much conversation going on. I love you guys. Thank you very much. Love my tribe, everybody. You know, Cynthia, Donna, I can't, Deborah, Yachty, appreciate it. Julianne, all of you. And there's so many, we had a whole bunch of new people in tonight, and I'm so glad you are here. And let's find out what's going on. Be back again next Monday night, 8:30. Come check it out, okay? I think we are doing New Year's Eve. We're going to be on Eyes of the Dragonfly with Bridget. She and I doing something for New Year's Eve. Might be talking about the new year, how to kick things off. A little different than what we did last time. We just kind of shot the breeze and had a good time. So be ready. Love to see you there. Let us know. Make sure you hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, and share. But remember, with all that being said, take what you want. Leave what you don't. I don't care. It's okay. But leave having experienced some peace, love, and light. Happy New Year.